In the world of Instagram, Snapchat, and everything else in between, it seems like everyone has become a photographer. So, if we can make all our images look cool and retro so quickly, is analog photography still important? Well, here's why.
Hey, I'm Andy. I'm studying HNC photography at the City of Liverpool College, and I'm here to talk to you about why analogue photography is still important. The beauty of street photography is you can capture people as they are without the awkward pose, without the cheesy smiles and stuff as well. So I love being able to go off the beaten track as well. You find like really nice little hidden gems as well. A lot of urban stuff around as well, so you can kind of make it quite shabby, especially with the analogue film as well. You can actually get like that really authentic sort of feel to it. I like the look of this guy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little portrait. It'll be like a nice faceless portrait where he's looking away as well, so I'm just going to line it up, and I like having all the urban things behind it as well. Line up, make sure I get everything in focus as well. I'm going to change a bit, so like that. Take one. So I like the look of the wall as well, so I'm going to go and take a couple of photos of the graffiti on the wall. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go as close as I can to it to be able to try and get that perspective as well. So it's going to look quite 3D effect, get it all lined up. So I really love the way that they were talking, and like the composition of them being in between. It really creates quite an interesting image rather than just doing a face portrait. It's nice to get people from behind as well to see a different perspective. So the important thing about street photography is a lot of the time you might have to get the permission off them, because obviously if someone comes along with a camera and just takes a photo of you, you'll be a bit like, whoa! So it's important to build up relationships as well, and I find with that you end up getting a much better photo because you get to see the personality after speaking to them as well. So I've just spotted this little trash can as well. It might not look like much, but I love the fact that it's shabby. It's really against the graffiti there as well, so I'm just going to take a nice little photo. So back at the college, I've got our pictures, and I'm just going to go show you how to develop them. Okay, so we've got to get the footage from in my camera, and we're going to get it onto the reel and then into the development tank, and then we're going to go and develop it as well. So we've got our two reels here, we've got our column, we've got a funnel, we've got a development tank, and we've got the lid. So, and for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you to do it in the light, but it has to be done pitch black, otherwise the film will get exposed. So I'm going to take my expired film, I'm going to reel it on, and in the dark you can imagine it's a little bit harder to do. Then once that is on firmly like that, you want to take your column, put it into the development tank, put your reel down, so push that in, and then put the one that you have, the undeveloped film, and take your funnel, put it on and twist it, and then pop the lid on. That's all done. And we're going to go into the developing room and go and start developing it. So we're now in the development room, coming straight from the loading bay, so I'm just going to show you what we're doing here. So what I've done is I've got 150 mils of water, and I'm going to add the developer to that as well. We want to leave this for 13 minutes. Every minute you want to 10-second agitate, like so. And so we're going to be doing this for 13 minutes. Now it's time for the fix. So what the fix does is it literally just fixes any little problems that you might have with the negative. So then you take it all out. So what you want to do is keep it on the reel and just put it into the final wash. So after that's been in for 20 minutes, now is the time to see whether there's actually anything on it at all. So I'm just squeezing it just to get all the excess water off. And as you can see, they actually worked. Now the next step is to go and print these. So this is the dark room. This is the exciting stuff where we get to print everything as well, and we get to see how everything's turned out. But before that, I'm just going to go switch the lights off so we get the red light as well. So now we've switched the lights off, we've got the red light on. The next step, what we're going to do, get the negative carrier, pop it in, and then you pop it in this section. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to test it, remove the red light, 2 seconds, and then another 2 seconds, and then all together. So now we know how long to expose this for, and so I'm going to do it for 4 seconds now. Make sure the safety light is off, and then press the magic button. And once that's done, Going to take that and get straight back into the developer room and see what comes out. So that's it. We've gone out, we've shot, we've gone to the darkroom and then developed, and then we've done some printing as well, and it's all worked out beautifully. So in a digital age where everything has to be so fast, you know, you've got phones to compete with, everything just gets uploaded onto Instagram and social media so quickly. This is the most authentic way to get the whole process of it as well. You go out, you shoot, you line up the shots a lot more carefully than you do on digital. And the threat of it not actually working makes you drive so much more to actually making it work as well. It's like the way that vinyls are, how that became popular again. Like, you miss the feel, it's the nostalgia to it. You know, you love having the scratching on the needle. It's the same with this, it's the click. It's being able to like get these really authentic images, like, because I've shot in black and white, so you can take a photo of anything and it'll be beautiful as well, because it will just have that really authentic touch to it. And that's why analog's really important and film isn't dead.
So that's it. That's why analog photography is still important. You can get information like this and a whole lot more by visiting the City of Liverpool College. See the links below to discover endless possibilities. Bye.